Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about respiratory gas exchange. Respiratory gas exchange is a very sophisticated and complicated physiological process in which we take environmental oxygen and release or expire carbon dioxide. Once again, what is respiratory gas exchange? Respiratory gas exchange involve intake of oxygen, that is the inspiration and expiration of carbon dioxide. Once again, what is respiration? Respiration is a physiological process in which oxygen is taken inside the body and carbon dioxide is released outside the body. And this process of inspiration and expiration occurs simultaneously. This is a simultaneous process, and this process is collectively known as respiration. And there is gaseous exchange during the process of respiration. Respiration is a catabolic process in which food molecules are broken down to produce energy. You can see in this chemical reaction which occurs inside a cell, glucose molecule get broken down to produce pyruvic acid first by the process of glycolysis in a cell cytoplasm. Thereafter, that pyruvic acid get decarboxylated, that is the oxidative decarboxylation reaction occurs and produced two carbon compound that is known as acetyl coenzyme. Now that acetyl coenzyme in the presence of oxygen produce energy in the form of ATP molecules and carbon dioxide. Now what we are seeing here, there is the release of carbon dioxide as a result of catabolic process which is being occurred inside our body, inside each and every cells of our body. So what happened in the process of respiration or the process of breathing or the process of respiratory gas exchange? There are so many system of our body are involved during this process. Two of the most important system are respiratory system, that is the lungs, and circulatory system. With the help of this respiratory system as well circulatory system and associated digestive system combinedly act to extract fuel molecules in the form of glucose, fatty acids, amino acids, and that nutrient molecules assimilated and ultimately available in each and every cells of our body for different metabolic processes which are being occurred in our body continuously. So in this process of gaseous exchange, that is the respiratory gaseous exchange, we have to concentrate our discussion only on the intake of oxygen and release of carbon dioxide. But there is the involvement of glucose molecule because there is the catabolic reaction occurs inside each and every cells of our body, and as a result of this catabolism of glucose molecule, carbon dioxide is formed. Carbon dioxide is not needed by our body because they may become toxic and harm our body. So that carbon dioxide must be eliminated from our body. So there is the gaseous exchange, and where is the interface of this gaseous exchange? The interface of gaseous exchange is alveolar cell. Lungs are composed of alveolar cell, and lungs are known as the respiratory organ. What is respiratory organ in our body? Answer will be lungs. Lungs is the only organ which has capacity to exchange these respiratory gases. Oxygen which we have taken from environment come inside the lungs through trachea or respiratory pipeline. That respiratory pipeline start from nasal tract, that is the nostril, and from the way of nostril oxygen molecule come inside lungs through trachea, that is the windpipe. That's why I am saying the windpipeline through which oxygen is ingested. Oxygen come inside our body first in lungs, and there is the potential differences of partial process pressure of gases. The partial pressure of gas, oxygen gas, is more in alveolar cell. Alveolar cell is the unit of respiratory gas exchanges which is found in our lungs. The unit of respiratory function in lung is alveolar cell. Alveolar cell, that is the alveoli, take oxygen, and due to the pressure differences in partial pressure of different gases, that oxygen get diffused from alveolar cell to the blood capillaries present in the lungs. Once again, oxygen which we have taken inside by inspiration get placed inside the alveolar cell, and there is the Blood capillary is present in the tissue of lungs, that is the alveoli, and there is the higher partial pressure of oxygen in alveoli due to higher partial pressure of oxygen. Oxygen diffused from alveoli to blood capillaries, and from there through pulmonary circulation, that is the through pulmonary vein, oxygen reached inside the heart. How oxygen come inside the heart? Through pulmonary vein. Through pulmonary vein, oxygen come in the in the left auricle. In left auricle, oxygen are continuously coming inside the left auricle of the heart, and from there oxygen come in left ventricle, and there is a pipeline of blood vessel which is known as aorta, that is the a very big artery which is originated from left ventricle and spread all over the body. Our entire body is supplied oxygen by this aorta. Aorta is originated and are coming from the left ventricle by taking oxygenated blood and come out from the heart and supply oxygenated blood in each and every cells of our body. This is aorta further bifurcated, or several artery and arteriole reached in each and every organ and tissue of our body, where a capillary beds are formed from artery and vein. There is the mixture of arteriole and venule. Once again, oxygen which has been taken by us, oxygen which have been taken by us by the process of inspiration, come in lungs. Lungs alveoli diffuse this oxygen to blood vessel, that is the pulmonary vein. In pulmonary vein, oxygenated blood is found, and that oxygenated blood means blood containing higher concentration of oxygen. This pulmonary vein containing oxygenated blood open in left auricle. From left auricle, this oxygenated blood come inside left ventricle, and due to the pumping action of the, the heart, this oxygenated blood is supplied to each and every parts of our body, and oxygen is utilized by our cell for the production of energy, and that production of energy is a catabolic process. Catabolic process means there is the breakdown of some molecules. So, glucose molecules are broken down to produce pyruvic acid. That pyruvic acid are converted in the presence of oxygen molecule into acetyl coenzyme on the surface of mitochondria, and thereafter the product of acetyl coenzyme, that is the product of pyruvic acid, that is the acetyl coenzyme, entered in mitochondria, the inner membrane of mitochondria, where oxidative phosphorylation and electron transport chain reaction occurs, and as a result of oxidative phosphorylation as well as electron transport chain reaction, ATP molecules, carbon dioxide and water are produced. But in this result, that is the production of ATP molecule, this byproduct carbon dioxide is formed. This is not needed for our body. So this carbon dioxide must be eliminated from our body. So in the cell or in capillary tissue, in tissue or cell, the concentration of carbon dioxide is much more than the venous, the arterial or arteriole. So this carbon dioxide get diffused from tissue or cell to the vein. Because in vein or venule, there is the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is very low. But in tissue, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is very high. So, so molecules or gas get diffused from higher partial pressure to lower partial pressure. So concept is clear here. Tissue contain higher partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Due to higher partial pressure of carbon dioxide easily diffused from tissue to the venule, and from venule it come inside veins, that is the big vein, and when from there left this deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means blood containing higher concentration of carbon dioxide come inside the right auricle of the heart. Now this carbon containing blood, that is the deoxygenated blood is carried by venous blood, by vein inside right auricle, and from this right auricle this carbon dioxide containing blood, that is the deoxygenated blood, come inside the right ventricle, and due to the pumping action of heart, this deoxygenated blood get pumped by this by heart, and deoxygenated blood entered in pulmonary artery. Through this pulmonary artery, deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide entered in alveolar cells of the lung. Now once again, What is being happened here in the gaseous exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen? We take oxygen by our respiratory organ, nostril and trachea participate to pass the oxygen, that is the environmental oxygen, into the lungs. In lungs there is the low partial pressure of carbon dioxide but high partial pressure of oxygen. So oxygen easily get diffused from the the pulmonary vein. Through pulmonary vein, oxygen come inside left auricle, and from left auricle, oxygenated blood come inside left ventricle, and from left ventricle, oxygenated blood come inside artery. That is the aorta. And through aorta and artery and arteriole, this oxygen is transported in each and every cells of our body. Inside the cell there is the catabolic reaction of glucose, there is the combustion of glucose. Glucose is slowly broken down into pyruvic acid, and pyruvic acid further converted into acetyl coenzyme by decarboxylation reaction in the presence of oxygen. That's why this reaction is known as oxidative decarboxylation reaction. Now, as a result of oxidative decarboxylation reaction, acetyl coenzyme is formed. That acetyl coenzyme entered inside the inner mitochondrial membrane where further respiratory process occur. That respiratory processes involved oxidative decarboxylation reaction, oxidative phosphorylation reaction, as well as electron transport chain reaction. As a result of electron transport chain reaction and oxidative phosphorylation, there is the production of energy, that is in the form of ATP molecule, and production of carbon dioxide as a byproduct. This carbon dioxide further have to be eliminated from our body due to there is no need of this carbon dioxide in our body. So that must be eliminated. For the elimination of carbon dioxide, there is a capillary bed in which the venules contain very low concentration of carbon dioxide, but tissue contain more concentration of carbon dioxide. Therefore there is the creation of potential partial potential differences of partial pressure, meaning thereby there is the differences in partial pressure, due to partial pressure differences of carbon dioxide inside tissue and the capillary bed of venules. Carbon dioxide easily diffused in venule, and from venule carbon dioxide come inside the main pipeline of the vena cava, and from this way the carbon dioxide come ultimately in the right auricle, and from there come inside entered in right ventricle, and by the action, that is the pumping action of heart, deoxygenated blood entered in pulmonary artery. From this way, deoxygenated blood means carbon dioxide containing blood come inside again in lungs, and lungs alveolar cell contain low concentration of carbon dioxide and create the partial pressure differences between alveoli and this pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery have more concentration or have more partial pressure of carbon dioxide due to the high concentration of carbon dioxide in pulmonary artery. So carbon dioxide very easily get diffused from pulmonary artery to alveoli of lungs, and from lungs this carbon dioxide is expired to the environment. So this alveoli or alveolar cells of lungs act as this site, this cell or interface from where there is the exchange of gases between our surrounding environment and our body. So this is the process of the respiratory gaseous exchanges in which a respiratory system, our circulatory system, and entire cells of our body are involved. Ultimately, there is the production of energy in the form of ATP molecule, and these ATP molecules are utilized in our physiology and metabolism. So, this was all about respiratory exchange of gas in which these all organs and systems get involved to execute the gaseous exchange of respiratory gases involving pulmonary ventilation and circulatory system. Thanks for watching this video.